Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Faber with another recording for Games with Mr. Faber. So, I had made a video of this right after I made the video of AI War 1, the Fleet Commander one. And I was fascinated. I was fascinated with the fact that it had a very improved UI. It looks a lot cleaner. I realized that there's a lot of stuff here still but still, just it's a lot cleaner. I was fascinated with this, and so along with the academia simulator, I decided to put this in a corner on my desktop as games I want to revisit. And so I put this in the corner. But the video I had made before was so dismissive because I was just like, it's the same as the first one. I mean, other than they made it a little cleaner, it's still too complicated and stuff like that. But I decided I wanted to revisit it. So I got onto YouTube, looked for some tutorials, and my goodness, this game, I ended up spending 5 hours on this game. So uh, really a fantastic game once you just get some of the basics. So this is not a tutorial. This is a review. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review of this. So we've got our map type. Just so you have an idea, this is what the map type is. So the realistic map type is that you can't really tell when you can get a wormhole from one planet to another. Whereas some of these, I was looking at one person who had it like the wheel, or what is the other one? Swirl. There we go. Look at that. Different ones. We're just going to go realistic. And I'm not really going to mess with it. I'm just going to just do realistic. Can I move? I think I can move the planet. Yeah, I'm going to move myself to the corner because, well, you'll see why in a little bit. So, and really there's not much to change here. You got your map type stuff, and then you've got your faction. This is me, and then the AI. So this game, just like the first AI game, it's like there's this dormant AI that has destroyed humanity in a matter of hours. Like a matter of hours, they were gone, and so we're gonna slowly take back the galaxy from the AI. And so that's that. You could add more difficulties, but we're just gonna stick with that. And then all this different special stuff. But we're just gonna jump in there. We're gonna call this I don't know, Faber Town. There we go. Faber Town campaign. And we're going to just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so learning how to play. I in the settings, if you're interested, in the settings, I turned on all the automations. So some of the stuff that I was doing manually, like building engineers, building frigates, building factories, I'm just letting the computer do that already, which is why you see some of these buildings going up and some of these machines. So this game is actually kind of broken down a lot simpler because you've got all these tabs right here that explains a whole lot of stuff. So if you want to do technology, you go here, and here's technology. And something I found out after 5 hours of gameplay is it's got even two little numbers here. And I was confused because that little S box looked like money, but it actually is strength. So the left box, the left number there, tells you how strong, if you use this upgrade, how strong your fleet is going to get. And the right one is how strong your defenses will get if you build this particular tech. So that's kind of cool. Then we got our build area where we can obviously build stuff, and it's sort of broken down into these main things. The custom fleet, I still don't know exactly how to use. That's fine. But then we got our station keepers, which are basically the guys that protect the area. We've got different ways to defend ourselves with things that will detect cloaking and stuff like that. So let's maybe put one of these guys out there. These guys stop what do you call it? Stop something. They stop armies from moving. They stop the fleets from moving. So I'm going to put a bunch of them here, and these are the wormholes that will will go to our neighboring fleets there. So yeah, just a bunch of stuff there. Then of course we just got turrets, where we can actually defend our black holes right there. I'm not going to do too much defending. This is the main area. This is like the last of humanity. I think these are cryogenic pods. So these are like people who are frozen and sleeping and waiting to be woken up for when we expand or something like that. So if this goes, then the whole place goes. And unlike, I'll say this because this is a review. This is not meant to be a walkthrough gameplay or a tutorial or anything like that. But this is an RTS game unlike any other. So in an RTS game, like most others, I'll tell you, if this was a normal RTS game, you start here, you expand out until you take the whole galaxy, and then you win. Ta-da! The end. In this game, you don't do that. If you did that, you could run into some real trouble, because what happens, we've got this little number here, it's called 10 AIP. This is the AI progress. Basically, this tells us how much of a threat we are to the AI. And just to give you another idea, the AI's economy is not based on this galaxy. The AI's economy is based off of another galaxy. So basically, no matter how many planets we take from them, it doesn't weaken them. It just makes them more angry, makes them more pissed off. So that is something to consider when we are, can I do that? Oh, yeah, right there. That's something to consider when we're building and expanding. We're not necessarily building and expanding to take away, because that's what happens. In typical RTS games, you build, and then the more I build, the stronger I get, the weaker he gets, and since it would be only 2 players, the AI versus me, then you just get stronger and stronger throughout the gameplay. But in this case, the more you play, the more you expand, the harder it gets. So the other thing that I really like is that about this game, I know that other people that were playing this, the first one, who did like it, didn't like this, but I like it. You don't actually build fleets, so that was what I was looking for, is how to build fleets and stuff like that. You don't build fleets in this game. You start off with this transport flagship, and this flagship has all these guys in it. And where is it? Number 1, right there. 122 ships. Okay, so that's them right there. And then 2. Here's 2. This is the support fleet. They have 47. All right. So this is my fleet. And so what happens is they automatically get restocked when they start to get killed off. So if I start losing ships, they'll automatically start creating more from the factories here, and I don't have to really worry about building fleets at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off. I'm not going to select this guy. I'm going to take my 2 big fleets. Can I I want to select these 2. That's it. We're going to take these 2 fleets down to here, because right here, this little gray thing is a transport flagship. It's another ship that has more fleets. So I want to expand my fleets, and I want to get borders away from my home planet. So I'm going to take these 2 planets. I'm actually going to take all these planets all the way up to this point. Okay. So let's go there. Jump in there. I gotta unload. Where's my guys? Right there. Where's the other one? Where's number 2? There he is. Let's unload them. Unload the ships. There we go. And you go do you, man. Go fight the bad guys. There we go. There we go. All right. So we're fighting bad guys. All this stuff. None of this affects the AFP. They don't care. These are automated defenses. They don't care about this. Okay, so, but then what happens? I can look here. This is the strength of them. They have 5 strength. I got 7 strength. So I feel like I'm gonna win. I feel like I'm gonna win this one. And you can see here, there's only 121 now. they got reinforcements and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that to there. I can go here to hacks, and I can hack. I can do some hacking stuff with this number here. After 5 hours of gameplay, I realized that hacks cost, like when I use them, if I did this, I would lose that number of hack points. So I don't want to do that because there's some really important things that you can hack. And so I don't want to just like weaken the guard post or weaken the turrets, unless I was really losing. But I mean, I'm still at full health, and they seem to be doing okay. They seem to be doing okay. So, all right. So that's fine. Nothing's going to really change. I've got 3 more guard posts that I got to take out. And then here is the thing. This is the command station and the warp gate. Okay, when I take these down, this is going to increase my progress, and that's going to start angering them. And you can see all this stuff. It's, all different, a whole bunch of stuff that you can that will trigger them. But and you can also see they're abandoning their post. So, which is not good necessarily. It just means the next place they go to, let's say they go to Gamont, then it's going to be a strength of 12 or 15 or whatever. So they're all just running for it, but that's not good. It's going to make things so much harder when we go fighting somewhere else. But that's all right. That's all right. This is just an introduction. We're going to come over here, take out these guard posts, and then establish ourselves on this new world or system. I think they call it a system. Alright, we're gonna take out the guard posts. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway, so like this shows an overview of everything at the planet. We got the fleets, all our fleets that exist. We got a battle station on our home planet, and different things like that. So this is where we can build. Right now we can't build anything until the command station is gone. This is our tech, our hacks. I like this too. Intel reports. So this gives you, if you're stuck, you don't know what to do, and we're typical RTS players, then maybe you can follow these tips. Capture a few planets early to acquire more science. So science. I didn't realize this until I started playing this huge game that I played. You don't get science unless you're taking other planets. So like the science I'm earning right now is from the you can see at the very bottom of this pop-up, it's from Shadebolt, my home planet. I only got 825 science left before Shadebolt has no more science to offer. So the only way I can earn more science is by taking another planet. So I didn't know that. I mean, that's something new. Take a couple of planets, capture your first global command augmenter, or GCA. They do in this game. They initialize it GCA, and that gets a little confusing because they got like RSA and stuff like that, and it's like, I'm sorry, I missed the memo where we decided to call an advanced research station RSA. Like where did that switch? So, you just gotta, you still do have to do a little bit of reading. The thing I do like about this one is they got larger letters, less reading than the first game. And I did watch this guy on YouTube. He was very informative. Okay. So he gets all pissy when we take their stuff, and now we're up to 30. So now he's a little more, focused on us, and he's gonna start sending stuff after us or things like that. All right, so we're gonna go to build, open this up, so we can choose to build an economic command station, a logistical one, or a military one. And basically, it starts with this one offering much more energy and metal, and is really weak. It gets destroyed in a second. This one's somewhere in between. And then this one is super powerful, it attacks a lot, but then it doesn't produce, it produces very little bit of this. So the plan I have is to go up to this spot here and then use a military station there and just make it a giant block and then do all these as economy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to come down here, and because sometimes when I attack these other places, they go after these whatever. I'm going to make my economy place far away from the two wormholes. I'm going to put it over here, and then we got to wait again before we can do anything. Neutral planet science extraction. Oh, interesting. I guess if you didn't want to take the planet, because taking the planet, like what I did, destroying the station and taking it, that costs 20 AIP. If you wanted the science, but you didn't want to take the planet, then you could do this, and that would bring the AIP up only by 5, but you would get the science. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. All right. These guys, my fleets, I'm going to go ahead and load them back up into their ships, into the flagships. There we go, like that. And before we go off traveling, we're going to wait for this to get built. There we go. Metal is being built. The engineers, the factories, all that stuff being done automatically. And what I think we'll do... Oh, it's also taking... where is it? It's taking this ship, this new ship that we collected. So now we got 3 ships. This one has 96 guys in it. Vampire claws, interesting. So let's use some tech. Let's see. I want to improve the tech of my ships. So let's first build some protection. I'm gonna do 5 turrets here. That's the other thing. When you have the military, and you can switch too. That's also the other thing. So if I wanted to, I could switch this to a military command. If you have a military command, you can build way more things. But here we can't. We got 5 things and then 1 and 1. All right, I'm gonna put a force field up here and put a tracker ray here, so then all our defense is right there where they might come. Okay, so then let's get our lovely new ship here, our lovely new fleet. They're building all of the ships that are good in there, but I want to wait till these finish building. What I want to do... No, I'm just going to do the tech, because I'm going to focus on the left number. So, let's see. Suppressor frigates. Fusion bombers. Let's do that upgrade. V-wings. Let's do that upgrade. Vampire claws. Let's do that upgrade. And then let's do one of these big, heavy hull upgrades. Even though I want to upgrade something that helps both, I think I'm going to do this for now. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to let it sit. And okay, so some of our upgrades allowed for more units. So my 1 and 3 are filling up with some more guys. And there we go. We've got full sets. Let's take our 3 here and load them all up. There we go. Bring him over. And we're going to go close to these ships. The 2 go slow, and I like to unload them all at the same time, so I like to bring them close to the wormhole first. And then we're taking this place next. What does this offer? So these little corner things, like this, those things are all the advantages you could get if you take the planet. So this one is got some weird structure that gives me extra turrets. So even if I'm an economy or if I'm a military command, no matter what, it lets me build extra turrets. So right now I can build 5, 1 and 1. When I was playing the other game, because I'd collected a bunch of these little things, I was able to build like 10 turrets on an economy base. So that's kind of cool. So all right, we're gonna take our 3. Oh, we're out of science there. So that's okay. We got science now going in Alispin, 1,500 science left, so let's go ahead and take Durgar. I got 21 strength now, and this strength is going to be 9 and 3. I don't. 3 for the base defense and 9 for the their.
The AI is preparing to attack our home planet.
Okay. All right. Cool. So the AI, I'm guessing, is going to attack from here, and so we're going to go ahead and stop that by just going there and avoiding this whole. Yes, I know that. Let's unload. Do your worst. Look at that army. Sheesh. So they might. This is why I put up defenses first. They might bolt to shade bolts. Oh, that's my home planet. That's okay because I got better defenses there. Some of them might actually go behind us to Alispin, and that's more vulnerable because it's like an economic center. So we don't want to do that. Let's go to planet. They've got 11 strength. We got 20. For nothing. All right, we're losing, but we're gaining. We're losing, but we're gaining. I don't know about these vampire things. If they like, with 3, if they like lose, if they steal health, or I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. All right, they're making a run for it. They're running for it, man. Maybe we should chase them because this game is going to be just so hard to take with all these extra guys abandoning. Although they might be going north again. All these attacks are so insignificant to the AI. Like they don't even care. You know, we're nothing to them. They have this huge galactic empire, and basically what we're trying to do is get to a point where we can somewhere. I don't know if they automatically spawn super far away. They didn't do that with me. It was something like, here is the home planet, you know, or their home world. If we can get rid of the main presence here, then the AI's, you know, multi-galactic empire will just see this galaxy go dark, and it's like we're nothing to them. So if it goes dark, they just ignore it, and we win the game. So that's the whole point. He's bouncing off of our force field. That's funny. Oh man. Okay, so this game requires, I feel like I mean I still haven't been successful in the game. I played for 5 hours. I did not get far. I mean I did. You know, I think I had something like this many planets. And you know, then they have other situations where you're trying to stop. There's like this random alien that comes through, and he's eating anything AI or anything human. It doesn't matter, and so you're trying to stop it if he gets to your side, or trying to convince him to go to the AI side, or stuff like that. There's other situations where there's a hunting raid going on, and you're trying to stop the hunting raid from catching you. I mean, there's just random situations that come up, and you're trying to stop the situations from being against you, basically. So, very interesting game. Very against the typical RTS thing. I would say this. With whatever success I've had so far, on a pretty easy level. If you're a defensive RTSer, you like slowly and methodically deciding what to do, and defending yourself, and doing that kind of stuff first, before creating a huge advanced fleet, this might be the game for you. This is like, in RTS, typical RTS games are where you're fighting against the clock. Like the game is, you are fighting against the clock, and you know, you only win if you're better at, you know, jumping around and doing this and, you know, all this stuff. If you've ever watched any really good StarCraft 2 players, my goodness, they know how to take advantage of time. Okay, But in this game, time is not your enemy. Time is actually your friend, because the AI does not care. And in fact, if you can find ways, let me see if I like this thing right here. This is a data center. If I can destroy that data center, it will reduce the AI progress by 20. And so there's actually just a whole bunch of things that you can do. But if you're doing it thoughtfully and methodically, then you are not being punished for it. Whereas if you're thoughtful and methodic in typical RTS games, you're going to be wasting your time. So I could right now go up here to more quickly destroy this, more quickly destroy this, more quickly destroy that. But in the end, I don't need to. In fact, I'm not really trying to, because right now you saw up here the corner, the threat now is gone for attacking my home world, and you know, and so to rush through to kill this planet or take over this planet doesn't really do anything. I don't get extra metal. Metal has a max cap, and so I'm earning, like, if you can see that that second row of numbers, total inflow 4,000. I'll earn 4,000 metal a second, but it maxes out at 2 million. So it's not like taking this planet is going to give me more metal production. Like, that's not, or it's going to ruin his metal production. Energy is just energy. It just exists. It's not something you earn or lose. It exists. Like, I have 825,000 energy, and 305,000 of that energy is being used to power my ships or turrets or things like that. So it's really an interesting RTS game, because you no longer have to consider time to be an enemy or a negative thing. I'm sure that it's different in the multiplayer settings, because there are multiplayer settings. But I don't know. I have really enjoyed it. I think it's going to be, because everyone I listen to on YouTube about this game says that, you spend hours and hours and hours working on this, and then you make that one stupid mistake, and, it's all gone. And so I get the feeling that, the longer and longer I play at the game, at some point I'm going to get to a place where I'll lose, and the frustration will be real. It will be real. Okay, so you can see here, before I end, you can see here this the level 2 guy, he got damaged. So this is the other thing that I think is so interesting, because this is not typical. You typically get punished tremendously for dying units or whatever. But in this game, your flagships never die. They can become crippled. So this guy, you can see here, the health is down to one hull. He never dies, but his hull is down to 1. And so now I gotta either send him back to another one of my planets, or wait for this planet to get its resources up and running, the energy engineers and stuff, and then those guys can heal this guy up, and he can work again. So I like that too, because you really it takes the whole let's build ships out of the you never have to worry about it. You just never have to worry about it. And I really like that. I like that part of this game, and I know some people might not. If you like building units, you like building a giant, powerful army, the likes of which you've never seen, then maybe this game isn't for you. But this game is definitely for me, because I really do like that. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. Oh, this is where I hack it, and I get better turrets, But no, I'm going to stop right here. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. If you have tons of time on your hands... Ooh, someone's attacking. This is not good. This is why you put the defenses right up here. Yeah. If you like what you saw, I will definitely urge you to make sure you have a lot of time on your hands before considering to buy this game, because this will take a lot of your time. But if you like this game, it is available on Steam, and it is a lot of fun. but in a different kind of way. Oh, I'm going to lose. That's okay. Anyway, have a great day, and thanks for watching.